Well, good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Studios with your weather update here on your March the 12th, 2026. Well, after a bit of a stormy, wet start, it turned out to be a pretty decent day, but boy, was it noticeably cooler outside by some 25, 30 degrees colder compared to what we were seeing just 24 hours ago. And we're starting for a bit of a frigid night. Some places might get a little frost tonight, but don't worry, we're going to warm things up for the upcoming weekend. Then we got another stronger cold front potentially coming in as we go toward next week. That's going to bring even colder conditions and maybe a little bit of thunderstorms in there as well. We'll talk about that in greater detail here in just a second. Now, if you're new here to our YouTube channel and you live anywhere here across North Georgia, let me introduce myself. I'm meteorologist Greg Majewski, and I'm on a mission to build a professional 24-hour weather channel here for the North Georgia community. And boy, I sure could use your help. It doesn't cost you anything. It's all about getting the numbers up right now. So please subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates, including any kind of live severe weather events. We do appreciate your help. All right, let's go ahead and get into this update here for this afternoon. Look at this sky here outside my back door in Braselton. A lot of blue skies, temperatures in the mid-50s. Yesterday at this time, we were literally right near 85 degrees. I mean, very warm outside to say the least. So big time changes here across the area. Check it out to Lake Chattooga here this afternoon. Looking also at a lot of sunshine, a beautiful day. But you notice that breeze, that wind is really kicking up out there for sure. Thus, the wind advisories that we have that are going to continue to stay into place until we get to about 8 o'clock for tonight. Radar, it's all clear. Got all that rain out of here. Officially at my house, what do we get? About a half-inch of rain here in the Braselton areas. I know some areas got a little bit more than that, but that's what I got here at my back door. Now, as we're going to go through the weekend, we've got to watch what's going on with our next storm system. Now, this is the Day 4 outlook here from the Storm Prediction Center. You see the yellow back up there. This is a pretty strong storm system in the sense that the dynamics are pretty strong. But it is lacking what we call instability and heat for the kind of help sustain thunderstorms. And this thing's going to be coming in at night. So right now, I don't think it's going to be too big a deal as far as severe weather is concerned, but it's something we're going to watch closely over the next few days. So please stay tuned for that. In the meantime, just enjoy all the clear skies we have for tonight. The winds are going to subside. It's going to set up for exceptional radiational cooling for tonight. So you definitely will need those jackets come tomorrow morning. That's for sure. And you can see how things have warmed up here nicely compared to what we were seeing earlier. I mean, really not really warmed up, but anyway, it's cool outside to say the least. Not as warm as it was yesterday, but out ahead of that front, you're still dealing with some active severe weather over there on the Carolina coast. But us, it's just kind of just dealing with some chilly weather, cool weather out there, and that is going to be settling up for tonight thanks to the area of high pressure that you're kind of seeing here. It's going to be building in here from the west. So here comes that high pressure over the Arkansas area and moving in this direction, and that's going to be settling in here for tonight. Now let's go ahead and take a look at that regional model here as we're going to be kind of looking at this. I want you to kind of watch that little timestamp there in that top right-hand corner. That'll kind of keep you an idea of what we're looking at here. So for tomorrow, as we go into your Friday, we're looking pretty good. We got nothing to be worried about tomorrow. Temperatures will warm up a little bit, won't be quite as bad out there. And then as we go into your Saturday, another good day on Saturday as well. So Friday's looking good. Going into Saturday, Saturday's also looking pretty good as well. Not quite as cold on Saturday morning. And then Sunday, we're going to start seeing the clouds come back at us and see some of that moisture. See some of the moisture by 2 o'clock. Could be seeing some rain in here. And then we'll be watching very closely what happens out here. See all this out here? This will be probably some thunderstorms out there that we're going to have to watch closely and see if that becomes severe. I think we're going to have some severe back to the west, but hopefully it does diminish as it moves overnight and moves closer toward us as we go into Sunday night and into Monday morning. All right, now to go on out beyond that, let's take a look at that. We're going to look at the European model here as we're going to be taking this thing on out beyond that. So let's go take a look at this as we go through the weekend. Again, looking at the same thing. Here comes that front coming in right through there. Here it is right there. And yeah, there's some snows behind this as well into parts of Oklahoma and Missouri a little bit. But this thing comes on crashing in. It looks like here it's slowed down a little bit. So it looks like by 11 o'clock it's coming on in here. Again, look at this freezing line way down here to the south. So it's some much cold air piling in here. And then this is going to move on through. It wouldn't surprise me even see a few snow flurries across North Georgia. Would not surprise me late Monday night. Monday evening that we see a little bit of that as this cold air kind of settles on in here across the area. So get ready for a cold Tuesday and also looking at a bit of a chilly Wednesday as well. And then we'll see things begin to warm up here a little bit as we go into Thursday and Friday here a little bit. They got a little low. They're kind of developing off the coast there. We got to watch. But otherwise, I think we say precipitation free. In fact, once this rain goes by, going into Sunday night, Monday, I think we're going to be have an extended bit of a dry period here across our area. So let's look at our forecast maps. Again, kind of watch that little timestamp there on top as I kind of go through the days of the week. We're going to kind of hop in here to going in toward tomorrow morning. Again, we got high pressure and control of our weather sitting right on top of us there, looking pretty good. We're going to have a pretty nice day ahead on your Friday. Going into Saturday, also looking great on Saturday as well. Saturday's looking nice and quiet, and then going into Sunday, well, so we'll bring that precipitation back at us as we're going to be watching very closely this area of low pressure back here as it swings on in. And when it does, just like today with the windy weather, you're probably going to see the same thing going into Monday as well. You see all these isobars packed in here, so we're going to have some very strong northerly winds. Probably going to see a potential wind advisory going into Monday as well. Winds settle down for your St. Patrick's Day on Tuesday, and that'll be when there'll be probably the coldest morning there on Tuesday. So kind of cold on Wednesday, and then we begin to recover as we go into Thursday at the end of the work week. So here's our forecast here for tomorrow. Again, a bit of a chilly start, 36 in Gainesville, 64 for an afternoon high. That's fairly seasonal, really not that bad as far as the daytime high is concerned. A little bit below on the overnight low. Again, areas up toward Blue Ridge, Blairsville, Clayton might see some scattered frost there, getting down there freezing. Dahlonega at 34, 35 in Cedartown, 39 down in town into Atlanta. Daytime highs, again, mostly at low to mid 60s here all across North Georgia, setting up for a pretty nice day as we wrap up the work week. Regionally, the entire southeast is recovering. A lot of sunshine all over the place, looking pretty good. 68 there in Birmingham, about 71 in Jackson, 75 in Jacksonville, and 66 in Columbia. Here we go with the next 7 days. Again, we're bringing in sunshine for Friday and Saturday. Then we're going to kind of bring the clouds in on Sunday. Could see some late day showers there. Best chance of rain will go into Sunday night into Monday. Could see a few thunderstorms with that right now. To be determined whether we're going to have any kind of severe weather with that or not. Right now, I think the risk is pretty low. And then look at that temperature on Tuesday. Ouch, 49, 29. And then we recover on Wednesday, and then we're back in the 60s on Thursday. So things will warm up next week, and should be fairly seasonable, maybe a little bit above normal as we go into that following weekend. So again, we just got to deal with one more system and one more cold shot. Hopefully, it'll be one of our last decent cold shots to come on down here, as I know a lot of folks are just itching and ready to get started for spring. Again, I appreciate you guys checking us out here on the YouTube channel. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help us out. We're trying to get to 10,000, and we sure could use your help. Go ahead and do that, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right, you guys have a great day. Be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Get you ready for the weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.